Welcome, welcome. We are going to put on a 5-minute timer just so we can see if anybody else wants to join us tonight, and then we'll get started. I'm super excited to dive in and get this candle selling workshop started. So put in the chat where you're from. I'm going to be looking at that throughout the presentation and hopefully getting to know you a little bit. I'm E. Strickland, if you don't know me, owner, creator, and CEO of Rustic Territory, and I'm excited to show you what all I've learned over the years. So let me know where you're from in the chat. See, we got Jennifer and Ronki. Hopefully I said that right. Sorry if I didn't. And let me know if you can hear me. I got my mic on, so I just want to make sure all my settings are good before we start um, going live on our presentation here. So we're just, like I said, we're going to get a few more minutes to go through, and then we are going to be diving deep. But yeah, I wanted y'all to see me first, so that way like before I start my slides, because I'm gonna have to turn off my camera when I start going through the slides, because otherwise it'll probably block some of the slides that I want to cover today. So like I said, I just wanted to show my face first, so y'all know this is actually live. I got all dressed up for y'all tonight, so I'm excited to go through the content. Let me know where you're from in the chat. Like I said, we're going to let this timer count down and see if anybody else wants to join us before we get started diving in. Y'all can put, can you see the chat? Can you hear me on the microphone? Like I said, I want to make sure everything's working. Okay, Ronki, hopefully, like I said that right. New Jersey, awesome. But it's cold up there. Oh my goodness. I remember driving through New Jersey a few times. I got a lot of tolls up there. Holy crap. Paula out of Houston. You're not too far from me. I'm up here in DFW. How you doing, Paula? Okay, we got another one joining us today or tonight. Welcome, welcome. Again, thank y'all for joining me tonight on the live candle selling workshop. I'm super excited to get started. Just gonna let this timer count down real quick, and then we'll dive into the content. Like I said, I'm gonna have to turn off my camera in a minute to start sharing the slides and going through everything. So yeah, I wanted to make sure you saw that I'm really here. This is a live call that I'm doing, testing a new thing. So we'll see how it goes. But I'm glad to have you with me. Paula says, hey. Hey, Paula, how are you? That's awesome. Tiffany R. I wonder if that's a certain Tiffany that I know. It's on my Rustic Survey team. Tiffany, if that's you, let me know and say, hey, girl. Because, yeah, I have a Tiffany that's on our Rustic Survey team. She's awesome. So, yeah, we got, let's see, Dana, Jennifer, Paula, Nash, Ronki, and Tiffany with us so far tonight. So thank y'all very much for taking a minute out of your Sunday night football. I know I'd much rather be, watching football and relaxing. I actually was just in my pajamas all day doing chores around the house. So Dana said, hi, how are you? Awesome. So, yeah, we got a few more minutes, well, about a minute and a half, and we are going to get started. Like I said, I'm going to be switching the setup a little bit so that way I can go through the content with y'all, and then I'll be turning off my camera when I do that. And then at the end, we're going to do live Q&A, and I'll turn the slides back off and turn my camera back on so y'all can ask me anything you want, okay? Tiffany says, no, I'm someone else, but that's okay. We can never have too many Tiffany's, right? That's funny. Where are you from, Tiffany R? I got the chats down here. I have multiple screens, so if I'm looking down, it's because my camera's up here and I got the chat down here and I got the timer over there and all that kind of good stuff. So, all right, we got a few more seconds. She said Chicago, Illinois. I bet it's freaking cold up there. Oh my goodness. I have been there several times when I was a trucker, and oh my goodness, I do not envy you people up in the north. I don't know how y'all do it. I'm a Texan through and through, and literally, like, it just got cold tonight, and I had to go like wrap my water hose faucets and all that kind of good stuff, and I'm just not a fan. Not looking forward to the winter getting here, but it's coming, whether I like it or not. Dana says Pearland, Texas. Where is that? That sounds familiar. I've probably driven through it, to be honest with you. Okay, so that timer's up. I'm going to go ahead and stop share, and then we will switch up the setup here. So let me cancel this timer over here. All right. Okay, Jennifer said Alabama. Okay, nice. You're not too far. A couple states over. I used to live in Georgia. That was my last duty station, by the way, down there, Marine Corps Logistics Base, Albany, Georgia. So I wasn't too far from Alabama, and I drove through there every time I came home. All right. Well, thank y'all very much for joining me again. I'm super excited to get started on the candle selling workshop tonight. So let me turn off my camera, and I'm going to share screen, okay? And then we're going to get rolling. All right. So again, welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm so excited for y'all to be here tonight on the live candle selling workshop. Today, we're going to be discussing the new way to make money with candles without a complicated store or posting 24/7 on social media. And you can do this even if you don't have an existing customer base or you never sold one before. And if you stay to the end, I'm going to give you the candle business startup map completely free. So get ready to take notes and let's go. My unique method removes all the guesswork and simplifies the entire process. 3 steps to get your candle business to a 6-figure income. Here are the 3 phases of the system. Phase number 1, you got to have a good product. Phase number 2, you got to have a proven system to sell them. Phase number 3, you got to get traffic. After we set up this system in our business, it skyrocketed. Here is a screenshot of our Stripe sales in 2022. Now, obviously, I have to say that my results are not typical. I cannot guarantee these results. Yours may vary. But what I can do is show you my system so you can implement it into your candle business as well. I've got a proven system and templates. Just copy and paste what I've done. This simply works, and it'll work for any candle business. If you're here, you likely got a great candle. You just want to be able to sell it and get paid for your passion. You're feeling ready to go all in on candles, but you just don't know how to make your passion profitable. You probably tried selling on Etsy, selling on Facebook Marketplace, setting up booths at fairs, paying for booths at retail stores, doing pop-up shops, selling B2B wholesale, e-commerce, plus posting 50 times per day on social media for organic traffic that only seems to walk away rather than buy. And it's not working because your attention is pulled in too many directions. You don't know whether to go up, down, left, right, or reverse. You're overwhelmed by the amount of time and materials you've invested into candle making without getting paid for your efforts. And you're left feeling lost, defeated, confused, exhausted, and burnout. First off, I just want to let you know it's not your fault, and all that ends right now. Today, you're going to learn how to sell candles consistently, price them what they are worth, have time freedom, enjoy being a candle business owner. And you're going to be able to achieve this without Etsy, without Facebook Marketplace, without booths at fairs, without retail booths, without B2B wholesale, without e-commerce, and without any previous results. Hi, I'm E. Strickland, the owner, creator, and CEO of Rustic Territory. I used to be an over-the-road truck driver, working 60 to 70 hours per week. I used to feel trapped, hopeless, and depressed. I tried everything to start a side hustle: banner ads, eBay, affiliate marketing, network marketing, telemarketing, social media agency, e-commerce. And those are just a few that I remember because I literally tried everything I came across on the internet and nothing was working. I felt handcuffed to my truck, literally, just driving my life away 11 hours per day, 6 days per week. Before, I mentioned e-commerce. It was the last thing I randomly tried and what I decided I would stick to until it worked. But it wasn't what turned everything around. So stay tuned. After driving all day, at night, I worked on building my Shopify store from the laptop in the cab of my truck. I started Rustic Territory 12/22 of 17, selling farmhouse decor, and didn't make my first sale till April of 2018. And as exciting as the first sale was, it wasn't going to pay the bills. So I kept driving and working on the store for 2 years. I would randomly get sales, but they were not predictable or enough to depend on. Then one rare day off, I was visiting my mother, and she started showing me a recent candle she had made. It was in the shape of a cupcake. It had icing and even sprinkles on top. It was really pretty. And if it didn't have a wick in the middle of it, you would think it was a real cupcake. She made pies, donuts, and all sorts of candles and tarts. They were adorable. She had been making them for years just for fun. I always told her that she should start selling them, but she never listened. Then that day, I had an idea. Hey, I have a store. Why don't we make a candle together and I can sell it online? And that is where my candle making journey began. I remember very clearly the first batch of candles I ever made. I had planned it for weeks, and finally, after all the supplies had arrived in my house, I put them in the truck and went to Mom's house, where we stayed up all night in her kitchen making a 2-layer caramel candied apple candle. The bottom half was red and candy apple scented, and the top half was tan and caramel scented. We used tall mason jars and labels I printed at Office Depot, then topped off the jar with a hemp rope bow tie around the top. We made 30 total, and then I listed them for sale on my website. It was Black Friday week of 2019, and I even listed them on sale. But guess what happened? Nothing. Crickets. Absolutely nobody bought a single freaking candle. We were devastated. So do you want to see what my first candle looked like? I called them Mom's candles, and although we liked them, they turned out to be a complete waste of time and money after not being able to sell a single one, which it would have been if I would have given up. But lucky for me and you, I am no quitter. So after licking my wounds and getting over the first no, I went back to the drawing board. The next two steps I made were absolutely critical in my candle making journey. Number one, I surveyed my audience. One of my business mentors always says the best way to grow a business is to ask your customers what they want and then give it to them. And so that is exactly what I did. I noted down everything they wanted from the surveys and completely redesigned my candle. Then the second step I did was even more important. I started taking pre-orders before ever ordering supplies or making anything. That way, if nobody bought, I wasn't out any time or money at all. And if they did buy, then I would use the pre-order money to order the supplies and come home one weekend per month to make the candles before having to get back out on the road and keep trucking. But even after I was able to quit trucking, I have stuck to the pre-order model. It works so well and gives me that time freedom. So that's how I accidentally created a candle business working only one weekend per month. It was out of pure necessity rather than by design. This time, with the new candle design and pre-order setup, I sold my first candle. Thank you, baby Jesus. But still, the problem was Shopify gave me random and unreliable sales. So I kept trucking and would come home one weekend per month to make and ship a few candles, then rinse and repeat for months. This continued until I broke down, literally. For the last damn time, I had had enough. Trucking was killing me, emotionally and physically. By September of 2021, I had enough of trucking and constant breakdowns, plus being gone all the time. So scared like hell, I decided to bet on myself and go all in with faith and savings. I had managed to save up about 6 months of savings to give myself cushion, and I just knew if I worked on my business full time for 6 months, I was going to be able to finally grow it. By the way, I don't recommend this. It literally feels like you're jumping out of a plane and building your parachute before you hit the damn ground. Scariest thing I ever did, and I was a U.S. Marine for 10 years. Soon as I got back home, I started working full time, 16 to 18-hour days, 7 days a week on my business. It felt like throwing darts just to see what would stick, most of which did not. By mid-November of 2021, I was running on fumes with very little progress. So I did the second scariest thing ever. I invested my last $10,000 in a business coach. It was either going to work or I was going to have to give up and go back to trucking, something that I did not want to do. I was desperate to make my dreams come true. So the third step I did was vitally important. I took a huge leap of faith, invested in a coach who I believed in, and this is what happened next. The new system that my coach gave me helped us hit our first $30,000 month in less than 2 months, and it wasn't using our Shopify store. And it only took off from there. Before I showed you the first year after we implemented this system, and here I want to show you the second year so you can see that this was not a fluke and it kept working year after year. Some months will be better than others. That's just the nature of this, how seasons work. But overall, we did more in sales the second year with this new system in place. How this works, even though you've heard the candle market is saturated. The global candle market was valued at $14.06 billion in 2024. The USA candle market generates approximately 3.14 to 4.5 billion annually and is projected to increase to 6 billion by 2030. Candles are a consumable product. This is super key, and we'll come back to this in a minute. Now's the time to claim your slice of the pie. Consumable products are the things you use once, and then it's gone. So you have to buy another one. Things like food, TP, hygiene gear, beer, cigarettes are all examples of consumables. And what you don't realize is that you're basically on a subscription your whole life because you run out, you buy more. You run out, you buy more. Candles are the exact same. Can you tell me how many candles you have bought in your lifetime? Most of you will say no. That's huge because it's important to understand that the product you sell has repeat demand in the market, meaning you will never not have a customer base. Since then, I've been able to eliminate stress, and here's what life looks like now. I get to travel whenever I want to. I lost all that weight. I go to business conferences often to meet other entrepreneurs and network. Plus, I get to do what matters most, spend time with friends and family. This is my sister Jerica and two of her little kiddos, Jude and Rossi on the far right. But with that being said, you have two choices, the hard way or the easy way. This picture I found online reminds me of when I was a trucker. There were plenty of breathtaking views like this going through Colorado, Utah, and Nevada. And right now you have two choices on how you want to travel that road to the top of the mountain. Number one, you can go the slow turtle pace like I did, or trying to do it all on your own with no help, guidance, resources, or guarantees, guessing the whole way. Or number two, you can capitalize on my efforts and jump into the race car that is already proven to work and will get you to the top of the mountain in days instead of years. That choice is 100% all yours to make. So first, I just want to be clear. This is not for you if you're a total newbie candle maker and you're just looking for a fun new hobby. It's also not for you if you love your job or life as is and only want to make candles just for fun and relaxation and have no intention of making it a real business. And last but not least, it's not for you if you already have a successful candle business and you're not interested in scaling it to the next level. But it is for you if you have been making candles for a while and already made up your mind you want to turn it into a real business. You just don't know how. It's also for you if you're not new to making candles, but you already have your recipe dialed in and you're ready to go full time but don't know where to start. This training is also for you if you hate your job or life as is and you're looking for a way to break free with the candle industry. And if you don't have a recipe dialed in yet, but you're a quick learner and you're serious about going all the way with candles, this is also for you. If you've sold some candles before but need a way to sell them more consistently, this is for you. And last but not least, if you already have a candle business and it is not doing as well as you want it to, and you're looking for something to bolt on to your existing business to help increase sales, this is going to be for you. The three things we will cover today. Part number 1, the 7 biggest mistakes that separate the struggling candle makers from those who make 6 and 7 figures. Part number 2, how to position yourself in front of your candle customers as often as you want with a simple picture. And part number 3, how to automate the entire customer journey and generate more sales while actually doing less work. Okay, so let's move right into part number 1. Big mistake number 1, worrying about competition. Competition is only an issue if you surround yourself in a crowded free marketplace like Etsy or Facebook Marketplace, where everyone is in a race to lower their prices in hopes of making sales. Meanwhile, you can charge whatever you want and what your products are actually worth somewhere else. Not to mention, when you sell on places like Etsy and Facebook Marketplace, you don't own the business. They do. And they can kick you off for whatever reason anytime they want. Big mistake number 2, overcomplicating it with an e-commerce store. Believe me, I personally know this one all too well. Everyone thinks you need an online store, but setting one up is hard. You have to add 50 plus pages and stuff them with products, then manage it all. And on the high end, the average e-commerce store converts at 3%. That means for every 100 people who visit, only 3, if you are lucky, will actually buy. Most people just get shiny object syndrome looking at all the pretty products, get overwhelmed, and then leave. Yes, we still have a Shopify store, but only because I started it first. But it's not where we make the majority of our money. And if I had to start my business all over again, I would just do candles. That's why building an online store is a huge time waster. All you need is a simple system that makes sales 24/7 and is easy to manage and scale. Which is why you feel stuck. You're building stores, but you still have empty carts. Big mistake number 3, not bringing your business online. Only doing booths at fairs, in retail stores, or at pop-up events. Number 1, you're very limited on the amount of people who will actually see your products. Why show your products to a few hundred when you can show it to thousands per day? Number 2, sometimes you lose money. Sometimes you break even. Sometimes you might get lucky. And number 3, it is a lot of work on a gamble that might pay off and might not. You got to prep a ton of product, box it all up, load it in the truck, take it to the location, pay the fees, unload the truck, unbox and set up your product or booth, and wait. Then box up what's left over, load it back in the truck, take it home, and unload it again, hopefully with a few extra bucks when it's all said and done. Recently, I asked a retail store on Main Street that had booths for rent for more information out of pure curiosity. They told me it was $350 per month for a spot, and if I sold anything, they would write me a check for my cut after they deducted theirs once a month. No thanks. I like having control over when I get paid. Otherwise, I would have stayed an employee. So again, fairs, fair booths, retail booths, and pop-up events are a ton of work with very little, if any, reward. Big mistake number 4. Here's the problem with taking out a loan and getting your own brick and mortar store. Recently, I also was curious and started shopping around. They wanted $3,500 a month for this building, and that's just a lease, not even lease to own. So you're just throwing away money away on rent, just like an apartment. If I buy something, I want to own it, like my house. But a lot of commercial buildings will not let you do this. Okay, but then you got to fully staff it too. And employees come with more overhead and more taxes. Then you got to be there to open up, unlock, and let everyone in every day. Manage the employees, which means you will also be the last one to leave every day. And when you are not there, you're going to be worried about it getting broken into, especially nowadays with all the small businesses getting raided in the streets. It's crazy. And I already work from home. So why would I want to create a job for myself? I don't know about you, but I got into business to create freedom for myself. Benefits of not doing number 4. Meanwhile, I can sleep in and work from the comfort of my home in my recliner if I want to. Oh yeah, and I don't even have to get dressed if I don't want to. Half the time I'm in my PJs. So yeah, I think I'll just stay right here and chill. Big mistake number 5, posting on social. This is the biggest time waster of them all. Posting your product on every single social media and hoping someone buys. 99% of organic traffic does not convert. And that's even if they see it, because the way the algorithm is designed, it doesn't matter how many followers you have. If you don't pay to post, they don't show your content to your followers. Right now, we have over 65,000 followers on Facebook. And if we post something for free on our page, then check the stats the next day on how many people it actually showed it to. It's only like 25, 30 people. That's why organic is so slow. People have to actively find you. And last time I checked, you can't pay your bills with views, likes, and smiley faces. Big mistake number 6, undercharging for your products. Again, constantly putting your candles on sale is only a race to the bottom. You do not have to undercharge for your candles just to sell them. The only prize for being the cheapest in town is going out of business, and you don't want to do that. Big mistake number 7, not investing in your business or yourself. No one really that I've ever heard of has bought a cheap course and went on to make millions of dollars. If you want to know what the millionaires are doing, you have to pay to pick their brain. Remember how I was stuck, but I invested my last $10,000 in a business coach? His name was Trey Llewellyn. And after that, I went on to make over $1 million in sales in the next 2 years. I would not have been able to do that without having a mentor, someone who had been there and done that before. My return on investment was life-changing. All right, so here's the mistake recap. Mistake number 1, worrying about competition. Mistake number 2, setting up complicated e-commerce stores. Mistake number 3, only selling local at fairs, retail, and events. Mistake number 4, trying to go full on brick and mortar. Mistake number 5, posting endlessly on social media, hoping for sales. Mistake number 6, undercharging for your candles. Mistake number 7, not investing in your business or yourself. All right, so let's move into part number 2. How to get in front of your customers as often as you want with a simple picture. You need traffic. Traffic is the customer eyeballs. Without customers coming to see your offer, nobody can buy. If nobody buys, you stay broke and eventually quit. Every business needs traffic to stay in business. It's the one make or break for all businesses. The problem with free traffic sounds great, but you have to post 10 to 20 times per day per platform for it to ever work. It takes a ton of time. You spend hours researching what kind of content to produce. It takes months, if not years, to see any real results from organic, and it's not guaranteed. You will easily waste 10 hours per day with little, if anything, to show for it. But you risk your most important asset, your time. Because again, there's absolutely zero guarantees, and many times it's hit or miss. Free traffic strategies are slower than snail mail. You need customers now. This is how paid traffic is different. You put a little money in, you get more out on the back end, then repeat. Paid traffic equals control and guaranteed customers by simply turning on the traffic tab. Want more sales? Turn up the traffic. It's limitless. You spend $10, get $50 in return. Repeat again and again and again. Let's compare free traffic versus paid traffic. It's night and day difference. You turn on ads, you make money. You turn off ads, you don't. It's crazy, but it's true. I don't make the rules. I just follow them. And I don't know about you, but I'll take the green lights all day long over constant red lights, especially when it comes to making money. If you master paid traffic, you can predictably grow your business. It's just like plants. If you water them, they grow. If you feed your business traffic, it grows. Okay, paid traffic, check. Which one works best for candles? My weapon of choice is Facebook. And if you don't know, Facebook owns Instagram and now Threads. So you can run your ads on all 3 at the same time. And I've tried ads on all the other platforms. Hands down, Facebook has them all beat. Soon as I turn traffic on, I make money. The other platforms, not so much. It's more like a slow drip of traffic or customers. And again, because business is about speed. So that's why we run most our paid traffic through Facebook. Facebook is also the best beginner option. It's easy to set up. It gives you instant fast traffic, and that brings you instant sales. Other ad platforms like Google are super complicated and slow or reliable. Again, we have tried them all. We've tried Facebook, we've tried Instagram, or not Facebook. We've tried Pinterest, we've tried Google, we've tried TikTok, we've tried even Microsoft and banner ads. I mean, solo ads, you name it, we've tried it. Organic marketplace versus Facebook ads. On Etsy, everyone is fighting over the same traffic. Meanwhile, you can turn on your own traffic stream with Facebook and siphon out customers in the huge crowd, completely unnoticed. That's why Facebook is king of traffic. Why is Facebook so amazing? It has 3.07 billion monthly users, approximately 2.11 billion people who use Facebook daily. It has the best algorithm, so you don't even have to target anybody anymore. It knows what its members want and easily serves you, buyers. The possibilities are endless. You get sales every day, you earn while you sleep, it works 24/7 so you don't have to, and you can grow your business to the moon. Here's a quick overview of how Facebook ads work. Someone scrolling Facebook, they click on your candle picture, it takes them to your offer, they buy. All you need is a picture of your candle and a few words to make an ad. It really is not that hard at all. Now, I know how you're probably feeling, just like Lucy here. Trust me, I get it. I thought it would be difficult too, and super complicated, but it actually turned out to be very simple and straightforward because, like I said, they've taken out a lot of the complication over the years with their algorithm getting so much better. And I found out that recently, the more simple you make your ads, the better they work. Do you understand how powerful this can be? Simply set it and forget it. You only need a handful of picture ads to make serious candle sales. Everyone thinks you need to do videos and get all fancy on TikTok or YouTube, but I'm telling you that you do not. We never do video ads on our candles, and I think we are doing just fine. Here's the kind of income that is possible per month when you use Facebook paid traffic. All right, moving into part number 3, how to automate the entire process and generate more sales while doing less work, less often. Sending traffic to stores or websites and praying someone buys, again, you shouldn't be doing that. Online stores and even brick and mortar physical stores are not designed to sell. They are just a location with a bunch of stuff for people to look at. They get option overwhelm and leave. That's why they convert so low. And that's why sending traffic that you pay for out of your own pocket is a waste of money. Keeping your fingers crossed is not a strategy, so you shouldn't be doing it. You need a system, something that walks your customers through the sales process and only gives them simple decisions like, yes, I want that one thing, or no, I don't. By keeping things simple, you naturally get more buyers. And how we do that is with a simple candle sales funnel. Just 3 pages, not 50 like an online store. And they go through them one at a time, each having only one product, not 100. So there's no overwhelm. It's again showing them, I got this one candle. Do you want it? Yes or no? There is nothing to distract them. No other candle sellers, no alternatives, no price comparisons. Just, hey, do you like this and want to buy it? And keep in mind, they already raised their hand saying they liked it when they clicked on your ad on Facebook. As long as you have a good offer, it's a no-brainer that they say yes. Plus, we give them the option to sign up for a subscription on the second page to get your candles delivered to them each and every month. And we have the numbers dialed into a 20% take rate. So that means for every 100 people who come through the front end, 20 of them join your monthly candle subscription, meaning now you have what is called MRR, monthly reoccurring revenue. That is money that comes in every single month on autopilot, just like your paycheck. This is how you grow a candle business. 3 simple pages. And the last page is just a thank you page for the order confirmation. It's super simple and easy to set up in just a few hours. Then it works for you 24/7. Here's what a candle sales funnel will do for you. Eliminate complicated store setup. You can launch funnel in few hours max. Only 3 pages can run a 6-figure candle business. Eliminate all distractions for customers, only 1 product per page. Eliminate competition. You're the only offer they see. Allows you to charge what your products are worth. Eliminate overwhelm for customers, simply yes or no answer. It walks your customer through the sales process one page at a time, and it creates MRR, monthly recurring revenue for your business. But best of all, it's fully automatic and runs 24/7. Just set it up and send traffic. If you're selling retail/local events, your income is capped. If you're selling B2B wholesale, your income is random. Plus, with both of these models, you are working in the business. You only created a job. You want to be an owner and have your business work for you instead. If you're selling on a website or e-commerce store, you have a leaking bucket. People look and then leave. You want to be an owner and have your business work for you instead. The candle sales funnel does all the work for you. It is completely automated. No need to pack any product up and go anywhere. You can make sales 24/7 from the comfort of your home with this simple system. You no longer are trading time for money. Remember, you could be making way more money from the comfort of your recliner. This is what we did in sales recently in a single month. So there you go. This is the complete system, and I have been secretly using it for years. Paid Facebook traffic plus a candle sales funnel equals candle sales. Paid traffic is fast and easy to get. All you got to do is turn it on, then it sends you hungry customers immediately who will go right through the sales funnel, giving you candle sales and subscriptions, allowing you to generate MRR, monthly recurring revenue, that will come in each and every month, giving you that financial freedom. Plus, using this design, they are all on pre-orders. So you only have to fulfill orders one time per month, which you can easily do in one weekend, even by yourself. I did for years before ever hiring staff, and that is how you create true freedom with candles. With this complete system, $3,000 per month becomes very easy. $5,000 per month becomes really easy. $10,000 per month becomes surprisingly easy. You can scale your business from zero to whatever you want. Literally, the sky is the limit. So you can't afford to keep doing what you're currently doing. If you know that it's possible to hit $10,000 per month, every month that you let slip by you, you are losing $10,000. If you know that it's possible to hit $30,000 per month, every month that you don't take action, you're leaving $30,000 on the table. I want you to be next. If you have been trying to sell candles for months or years or what feels like a lifetime, and looking back on the last 12 months seems like just wasted time because you have been trying to sell candles unsuccessfully, I want to invite you to stop playing small and let's go swim with the big fish. For those of you who want to dive deeper, is it okay if I spend a few minutes going over how I help struggling candle businesses and startups get started making and selling candles by hundreds or even thousands per month? Now, this is not going to be for everyone, but if it is for you, you'll know. Fair enough? All right, then, now let's get started. I created a program called Rustic Candle Business Secrets, where I teach you how to sell candles each and every month, just like I do, even if you've never sold anything before. It is a 3-phase done with you program. Here's what all you will learn inside Rustic Candle Business Secrets. Phase number 1, the candle box blueprint, is all about building your monthly candle box. This is the core of your candle business, allowing you to have repeat monthly income on autopilot. Instead of stressing over when the next sale will come in, you will already know, okay, no matter what, we got 1K coming in per month, then 3K, then 5K, then 10K, and beyond. Then in phase number 2, you will be setting up the candle sales funnel. We give you a copy of our proven 6-figure funnel, and all you got to do is copy and paste and edit it with your products and information. This is how you will sell your monthly candle boxes and build true financial freedom. And I show you exactly how to do it all. So even if you are not tech savvy, this will be easy. All you got to do is follow along and do what I do and get your funnel live and ready to take sales. Final step is phase number 3. I show you how to market your offer with paid ads. We show you everything over the shoulder style, from setting up your ad account to creating ads and scaling them to the moon. This is what I wish I would have had when I first got started, because the internet can feel like a black hole. And if nobody sees your offer, nobody can buy it. So marketing is probably the most important step of all. And once you turn on ads, the traffic automatically comes to you 24/7, whether you're working, eating, sleeping, or on vacation. So that means you're going to get Rustic Candle Business Secrets, the complete done with you candle selling course broken into 3 phases. Now you're probably wondering why each one of these 3 phases is valued at $9,999. Well, the truth is, I only mentioned one coach and mentor that I learned from. He taught me one piece of the puzzle, subscriptions. But what I did not mention is how much I paid other coaches to learn the rest. To learn funnels, it cost me $10,000. And honestly, to learn marketing, I paid several coaches over the years well over $10,000. Not to mention that I have spent over $500,000 of our own money while literally learning as I earn. And I didn't have $500,000 to blow. I was only able to spend that kind of money over time by reinvesting my profits. Because here's the thing, you don't keep spending money if your offer isn't working. So that's the good news. So the good news for you is that I don't want to give you just one piece of the puzzle. I want to give you everything you need to be successful in your candle business. That's why I'm also going to give you weekly group coaching calls with live Q&As, access to all recorded coaching calls, expert support from me, E, lifetime access to all course updates, for a total value of $5,290. I want to give you absolutely all the support, coaching, and accountability you need to succeed. If you only got everything on this one slide without all the other stuff, it would easily be worth $5,290. But that's not all you get when you join today. Plus, you're also going to get access to our private Candle Boss community full of other candle entrepreneurs just like you, where not only will you get my help and guidance, but you can also help and learn from each other. This is a value of $247. Again, here's everything you will get when you join us inside Rustic Candle Business Secrets today. The complete candle selling course broken into 3 different phases. Phase number 1, the candle box blueprint. Phase number 2, setting up your candle sales funnel. Phase number 3, marketing your offer with paid ads. Then you also get weekly group coaching calls with live Q&As, access to all recorded coaching calls, expert support from me, E, lifetime access to all course updates, and the Candle Boss community, a total value of $35,534. But what else do you really need to get started? And my number one question I get is, what if I've never made a candle before? Or I'm still dialing in my recipe. Is this still a good fit for me? That's absolutely fine, and don't worry, I got you covered too. Next, you're also going to get access to my original candle making course called Rustic Candle Secrets. This includes a wax calculator, fragrance load calculator, test burn template and guide, a candle measuring chart, candle wicking blueprint, my candle wholesale vendor contact list, the 3-step speedy production system, and so much more. We used to sell this program for $997. But today, when you join Rustic Candle Business Secrets, I will also give it to you 100% free as a bonus. So even if you're a total newbie, you can start making candles and then move right into selling them next. Now, the next common question I get is, how do I start a legal candle business? So I got something for you too. You're also going to get bonus number 2, legal candle business setup guidance, valued at $797. But first, I just want to put a disclaimer out there. I'm not a lawyer and I cannot give you legal advice. But what I can do is give you business advice from one business owner to another based off my experience and give you recommendations on how I would set up your legal candle business in 3 simple and comfortable stages, no matter where you are in your candle making journey. Okay, so now you're probably wondering, what else could I possibly need? Let me show you. Last but not least, you're also going to get bonus number 3, the email marketing tactics and templates, a $497 value. Inside the program, I will be showing you how to set up what I call the email iceberg, because I want to make sure that you are not just set up for success in the short term, but also in the long term. I'm going to be giving you email templates that will help you make more money each and every month. We do this by sending emails to our leads and customers who have already bought from you and get them to buy again and again and again. This is all the stuff under the surface of a real successful business, which is why I call it the iceberg. It's literally bonus money that you can bolt on to your business. Again, here's everything you get when you join us inside Rustic Candle Business Secrets today. Done with you candle selling course broken into 3 different phases. Weekly group coaching calls with live Q&As, access to all recorded coaching calls, expert support from me, E, lifetime access to all course updates, the Candle Boss community, plus bonus number 1, Rustic Candle Secrets, a candle making course. Bonus number 2, legal candle business setup and guidance. Bonus number 3, email marketing tactics and templates, a total value of $37,825. Now, obviously, I'm not going to charge you $37,825. But if I did, would it be worth it? How many candles would you need to pay for itself? How many would you have to sell to break even, where the rest was pure profit? Here's the math using a $30 candle as an example. $37,825 of real world value divided by a $30 candle equals only 1,260 candles needed. That's not very many when you break it down. 365 days a year divided by 1,260 candles is basically only 3 candles per day. But here's the good news. I'm not going to charge you $37,825 today. But just to put it into perspective for you, I have people who pay me $10,000 to spend the day with me going over this exact same content in person. I call it the Rustic VIP Day. When you join the Rustic Candle Business Secrets program, you get everything we talked about today. The complete candle selling course broken into 3 different phases. Phase number 1, the candle box blueprint, valued at $9,999. Phase number 2, setting up your candle sales funnel with our proven 6-figure funnel template, valued at $9,999. Phase number 3, marketing and launching your ads with our templates, valued at $9,999. Weekly group coaching calls with live Q&As, valued at $1,997. Access to all recorded coaching calls, valued at $1,794. Expert support from me, E, valued at $1,499. Lifetime access to all course updates, completely priceless. The Candle Boss community, a $247 value. Plus bonus number 1, Rustic Candle Secrets, which was my original candle making course, valued at $997. Bonus number 2, Legal Candle Business Setup Guidance, valued at $797. And bonus number 3, Email Marketing Tactics and Templates, a $497 value, giving you a grand total value of $37,825. This is a full college education that you will be getting, and I do this for a living, unlike most of the jokers at schools these days. So you will learn what works in real time from someone who is in the field with you, guiding you every step along the way. If all this did was give you a plug-and-play system to start generating a passive income, would it be worth it? Totally. If all this did was let you quit your job and work for yourself from the comfort of your home, would it be worth it? Heck yeah. If all this did was let you finally have freedom to travel and enjoy the time with your friends and family, wouldn't it be worth it? Of course it would be. And if all this did was let you wake up every day to build a brand around your passion while you get paid to do what you love, wouldn't it be worth it? 100% yes. And I already told you that you won't have to pay $37,825 today, or even $10,000 like my Rustic VIP Day cost. So what if I told you that you could get everything today for just $5,000? Now, would that be worth it? Yes, absolutely it would be. Well, I got great news for you. You won't be paying that either. My friends, you can join today for the normal price of this all-inclusive program is $3,000. But since you're here with me today, I'm going to give you $1,000 off. That means you can join for just one payment of only $1,999. All you got to do is click the link in the chat below to join now. Not only do you get lifetime access after just one payment of only $1,999, I will also give you a special bonus private one-on-one Zoom call with me, where I will personally help you on any business subject that we cover in the program. And again, you will have lifetime access to the members area and all updates with no future payments ever. Click the link in the chat below to join now. This offer will not be available long. Remember, if you sell just 6 candles per month, this program will pay for itself. And right now, you can start your own candle business, get the training, coaching, and community to support you along the way while earning real profits. It's honestly a no brainer, and I cannot give this valuable information away for any cheaper. So click the link in the chat below to join now. As of today, we have 9 founding members already in the program. That leaves 1 spot left at this special price. Again, here's everything that you will get inside Rustic Candle Business Secrets, broken into 3 easy to follow along phases, plus the weekly group calls, access to all recorded calls, expert support from me, E, lifetime access to all course updates, the Candle Boss community, plus bonus number 1, a complete candle making course, bonus number 2, legal candle business setup guidance, and last but not least, something I call bonus money, email marketing tactics and templates. A grand total value of $37,825, and you get it all for only $1,999 for life. Click the link in the chat below to join now. Here's a sneak peek inside the program. You can see how we have broken Rustic Candle Business Secrets into 3 separate phases. Phase number 1 is all about creating your candle box subscription. Phase number 2, then you go right into setting up your candle sales funnel using my proven 6-figure template. Phase number 3 is marketing your candle offer through paid traffic. Plus, you get several bonuses, including the original candle making course, Rustic Candle Secrets, legal candle business setup guidance, email marketing tactics and templates, and more. I actually just did a new training on outsourcing and how to hire virtual assistants for anything you don't want to do in your business. It is all inside this program waiting for you. So no matter where you are in your candle business journey, you can dive into that area and hit the ground running. Plus, don't forget, you get access to me both inside the community and on the weekly coaching calls. So if you ever get stuck, I'm there to help you jump over that hurdle and keep going. If you miss a call, no worries. They are all recorded and uploaded for you to watch when it is convenient for you. You can watch the training from a computer or simply log into the mobile app anytime while on the go. But probably the best part is how you will be surrounded by the Candle Boss community, who are other candle entrepreneurs just like you, where everyone is helping each other, all celebrating our wins together. It really is a lot of fun, and we can't wait to welcome you on the inside. This amazing offer won't last long, so click the link in the chat below to lock in your spot now, before this special deal expires. Like I said, I'm not one of those coaches that's like, hey, well, that's for my next level. You're gonna have to pay, so much more to know that one tactic or whatever. Like I said, I want to give y'all everything you need. So that's why I'm throwing in things like, if you don't know how to make a candle, I got you covered. I got my original course for that. If you need help with setting up your legal candle business, I got you covered with that. If you want to make bonus money, that's what the email marketing is all about. Okay, so it's getting those repeat buyers coming back each and every month. And that way, because the whole thing is you don't want like a one and done burn business. Like if you're going after those one and done sales, you're not building a business. Okay, so that's what we're here for. We're here to build an actual business, and I don't want y'all to do that. So I teach you email marketing tactics. And then, like I said, recently, one of my students wanted to learn how to outsource stuff. So I taught them everything I know about hiring virtual assistants, where to get cheap virtual assistants that will work their ass off for you, and for pennies on the dollar. And even the templates for the applications and hiring process and all that kind of good stuff. So like I said, and we do other things too. So I'm not going to lie to you and say that we only make candles, because we don't, right? We also do merch, we do e-commerce, we do digital products, we do all kinds of other good stuff. So anything that I know, like I said, I'm an open book, and I'm more than willing to share it with my students. So like I said, I'm not doing this for the money. I'm literally just trying to serve people in the best way that I possibly can. And that's just by giving you whatever you want, literally. So that answers that question. The next question that I get often is, how will you get access to the course? So as soon as you join, you will get access to the course immediately. I will unlock it for you, and then you can go through your content at your own pace. Literally, it comes even with an app for your phone, so you can just log in whenever you want. even if you're on the go, and go through the content. Plus, we do weekly live group coaching calls every Wednesday right now at noon Central. And so you can come bring your questions there and I'll answer them live. Or you can send me messages in the community with the rest of the candle bosses. You can post your questions in there. I check twice a day to make sure everybody's good and you don't have any questions. And if you do, I want to answer them as fast as possible for you. And then you can also send me private messages inside the community as well. Okay, so I got you covered when it comes to questions. All right. Is this program beginner friendly? Yes and no. Okay, so it is beginner friendly as far as like if you just want to hit the ground running and you don't have anything, yes, you can 100% join this program. I will teach you everything you know. Now, is this beginner friendly? Is like, I don't know how to use a computer. No, you need to know how to you need to have a computer. You need to know how to use it. Okay. Cause you're going to have to learn a few skills in order to make these kind of money, this kind of money. Okay. It's not going to just magically, I'm not going to lie to you, tell you got to just click a button and then you're going to make a bunch of money. I'm not going to do that. Okay. You're going to have to learn new skills and I'm going to show you the easiest way to do that. But you're going to have a computer and have a little bit of, technical knowledge on at least checking emails and stuff like that. If you can drag and drop a mouse, you can do this kind of stuff. Okay. It's really not rocket science. The next question is, if you already have a candle business, how will it help me? Okay, so I actually have quite a few students that already had a candle business, and the problem that they had was either one, it was stalled out, or they hit a dead brick wall, or they were, burnt out from doing those pop-ups and the fairs and the events all the time. So this can either one, scale your existing business, or two, it can add a bolt-on extra income source to your existing business. So yes, you can 100% do this if you already have a candle business. All right. As I promised you, like I said, the person that was asking me about virtual assistants, I mean, she already has a business. But I can tell you all kinds of good stuff that you probably might or might not know. Again, we're there to work together. All right. How long will it take me to make make my first candle if I've never made one before? So if you've never made your own candle before, then you're going to start with my original course, Rustic Candle Secrets. And that is 100% on you. Like, it is easy to follow along. You just have to order your supplies if you don't have any, and then you have to start making your candles, and then you have to start testing them, make sure they're good quality products. Once you're happy with them, that's when you start rolling into phase number 1. Okay, so I don't know. Again, I can't answer that question, like how long it's going to take you to order supplies and make a candle and test burn it and be happy with it, because that's 100% up to you. But if you are a go-getter, initiative taker, you can do that in less than a week. Okay. Especially if you already have a candle business, you already have a candle ready to go, then you're going to jump straight into phase 1 and build you a candle box subscription. Now, if you already have a candle box subscription, but it's not selling, then you're going to jump straight into phase number 2, where we build your candle sales funnel, where you'll actually start selling your subscriptions. Okay. How long will it take me to sell my first candle? So, that depends on where you're at right now, right? So like if you never made a candle before, it's going to take you a little longer, right? If you've already got a candle business, you already have candles made that you're proud of, it shouldn't take you more than a month. If you already have a candle box done and you just need a funnel and marketing help, well, then it should take you maybe 2 weeks, 3 weeks max. Like, honestly, if you already have an online store and you already have candles and you already have a package or something you could package up easily and make a candle box out of, you should be making money within 2 weeks to a month. Okay. If you're not, taking your sweet time, and if you're taking this seriously and you're diving in, you can do it. I mean, I can build these funnels. I've been doing it for years. I'm not going to lie to you. I can build a funnel in a day, sometimes less than a day. And that's with multiple pages, and that's with multiple products per page. And I mean, the thing is, I gave you the most simple template that works, and then you can always overcomplicate it later and make more money later. Okay. But the number one goal is to get you making money as fast as possible. So as long as you come in and you take initiative and you get started, then you're going to make money fast. Okay. What payments methods do I accept? So we accept all major credit cards, debit cards, Visa, MasterCard, Discover, all that kind of good stuff. And then So I've gotten a question before, like, I'm in, when do we get started? We get started the moment that you join. Okay. Literally, like, you log in, or you submit your payment, then I will go in and unlock the access for you. And then you go through the content at your own pace. And I will see you in there on a daily basis. Like I said, I'm in the community twice a day. We do the live coaching calls once a week. And you also get that lifetime, not that lifetime, the special bonus where you can do a private one-on-one call with me for anything. Okay. So if you want to speak to me offline kind of deal, and you want a personal touch, then I'm 100% willing to kind of help you one-on-one as well. All right. So the last question I mainly get is, I really want to join, but I don't have $2,000, and I completely get it. Okay. So that's the main question I get, honest with you. Like, I get more people that want to join, but they're scared about the $2,000, and I get it. It's scary, right? So they want to know if we have a payment plan. And to be honest with you, I had to create one, and I used to create them manually. And it was taking a lot of time because everybody has different budgets. Everybody's got, their own financial situation. And so I would manually create an individual payment plan for every single person. It just took way too much time. So finally, I partnered with 3 different companies that I'm sure you've probably heard of that will 100% finance the investment for you. So I will share my screen on that real quick, so I can show you. All right, so our financing options are Afterpay, Klarna, Affirm, and we have payment options that start literally as low as $69 per month. So you can get started sometimes for zero down. Like, I've seen, I don't know what this looks like right now when y'all are seeing me and the thing. It might be blocking the slide. I'm not sure. But I'm still talking to y'all. So like I said, I've seen students come in and they literally get started for zero down. And then payments, like I said, as low as $69 per month. The best part about these companies is none of them do a hard pull on your credit. Okay. So literally, like, it doesn't hurt you at all to check and see if you qualify. It's 100% free to just go see, hey, look, what can I get, what can I get approved for? And then you get to customize and pick a payment plan that works for you, which saves me a lot of time and obviously works, in your benefit as well. And then the best thing is, like, these companies are bad credit friendly. So if you're like, oh my God, I got horrible credit, you're most likely still going to get approved. You just might have to pay a little bit down. Okay. And then again, like I said, they don't do any hard pulls. But the thing about these is, where else are you going to be able to join a program that will get you these kind of results? Everything been telling you is 100% true. Okay. So you're going to be able to start actually making money with candles, or make a lot more money with your candles. Okay. And that's the main thing. And then this is 100% like no brainer, because you can start for, $0 today, or maybe $69 today. And then if you start taking action, then literally within a month, before that first bill comes around, you can be making money, and then your business pays the tab. And then on top of that, this is 100% educational tax write-off. Okay, so you can literally get paid. Your business can pay for this investment, and you learn while you earn, and you can write it all off later. Okay, so it's super awesome. Like I said, I'll post that link inside the chat for y'all one more time. All right. So like I said, those 2 payment plan options have been a lifesaver, and a lot of students have taken me up on those. So yeah, like I said, make sure if you're interested in all, then you go check them out, see if you get qualified. It doesn't hurt to check them. And then, yeah, pick what works for you. And then we get started the moment that you actually, start. Once you join the actual program. Okay. So let me see what else I need to go over today. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I want 10 members total for my founders. And again, the benefits with the founders is not only do you get the extra one-on-one call with me, but you also get to help me help you. So like, what I mean by that is, if I miss something, or something's confusing, or whatever, you want me to go back over something in the training, then I will 100% do that and make sure that everything makes sense and is 100% custom. So that way nobody's left behind and nobody feels like, okay, well, you ever feel like that student in the back of the classroom, they're like raising their hand and the teacher's doing kind of like this. Like, I'm not that person. So I want to make sure, like I said, that I answer all your questions. If you want me to go over something else, if you want me to do a bonus training for something random, just, like I said, that's something I'm willing to do for my founding members. And then once we have our 10 spots locked in, that's when the price will be $3,000 per person to enter in the future. I've already started YouTube. I'm going to open up the floor for Q&A. So if y'all have questions, put them in the chat, and I will, if I haven't answered your question yet, put in the chat, and then I will answer it with you right here live on the call. And then we'll have a few minutes of Q&A. If you got anything for me that I haven't covered yet, then you can ask me live. And then also I want to give you the candle business startup map like I promised. So I'm going to put that in the chat as well. Okay, so there's the candle business startup map in the chat. Like I said, I want to make sure I give that to y'all. Let's see. Yeah, like I said, I'm here for Q&A for the next, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes. Y'all let me know what you got. What do you want to know? I'm an open book. So we got Jennifer, and who was the other one still here? Ronki. All right. So like I said, let me know. What else y'all want to know? I don't care. Like I said, we'll talk about anything. But yeah, the program, like I said, I'm really proud of it. And the crazy thing is, like, I am super introverted, okay? Like, so I have to force myself to get on these cameras. It's not comfortable for me, but it's something that I've forced myself to get over the last few years. Just because I know that, like, I have a calling. I have this, like, impression that I need to serve other people, and it's important to me. And it's weird because, one, it's pushed me past my comfort zone, right? But the thing about it that I didn't realize was going to come on the backside of that is how fulfilling it is. Like, seeing my students win, even if it's just like, hey, I made my first candle, I'm so proud of it, or hey, I made my first candle box subscription, or hey, I made my first sales funnel, like, and now they're starting to make ads. Like, I launched this program August 1st, and like I said, they're making great progress. Most of them have never made a funnel before in their life. So, they're taking a little bit longer than I expected them to. But, like I said, it is not hard. And it also comes down to free time, I think, because they still work full-time jobs. So, but you can do this. I mean, if you take your business seriously and you actually, you don't mess around, and you spend your nights instead of watching Netflix, and you focus on your goal and your dream, then you can make this your priority, and you can get it done within a week. Honestly, it shouldn't take you more than that to set a funnel up, especially a 3-page funnel. Like, it really shouldn't. Jennifer said, not tech savvy at all. Is there help to get things going in the course? Yeah, like I said, I'm in there twice a day and on Wednesdays. What kind of help would you need specifically? Because like I said, I'm 100% willing to do tutorials. I already have a bunch of them in there. Everything that I've taught is literally like over my shoulder, step by step. So it's not like I'm telling you to just go figure it out. Like I said, I give you all the pieces first off, so you have the full puzzle, and I show you what to do in what order. So it's like, phase number 1, do this, do this, do this, and then you're done. Phase number 2, do this, do this, do this, you're done. Phase number 3, do this, do this, do this, and then you're making money. Like, if you just follow along and you don't skip around and you don't get shiny object syndrome, and you're dedicated to your business and moving forward, you're gonna make money. Okay. And if you don't, it's just because you're not actually committed. Because I'm there 100% of the way to make sure that you have everything you need and answer all your questions and help you any way I can to get you to where you want to go. Because again, most of these things that y'all are going to come across, they're going to feel like hurdles, or they're going to feel like brick walls, but they're, in the end, they're just a hurdle. Okay. And I've been there before, so I can help you jump over it or go around it. Okay. So I can show you shortcuts. I can show you tricks. I can show you different tricks, tools of the trade that I use. I mean, I give you my wholesale vendor contacts, so you get discounts, you get all kinds of um, good pricing as far as wholesale goes, or close to. It depends on what your level is with your business. Like once you have your resale license, obviously you get wholesale pricing. If you don't have your resale license, then you can get discounts until you get your wholesale license, or not your wholesale, your resale. Does that answer your question, Jennifer? Like I said, you said you're not tech savvy. When you say not tech savvy, like what specifically do you think would be hard for you? Is it building the funnel or building the ads, or like let me know where you're at with your candle business. We'll open up discussion. I don't care. Because like I said, I normally do sales calls one-on-one, but I decided I wanted to do a webinar live, and it was crazy, but I'm here regardless to help y'all, and that's my goal. Chime in, tell me what you got going on. Okay, so Jennifer said, the funnels and the ads, I'm new to candle making business. Tech is hold me back. Okay. Um, you can get on a Zoom call, obviously, right? So if you can do that, which I've seen a lot of people struggle with, crazy enough, then you can do this. Okay. If you can open your email, do you have a store or anything like that? I mean, if you can post on Facebook Marketplace, or you can post on your social media pages, you can do this stuff. Like I know people have it built in their head that like building funnels sounds complicated, and it's really not, especially the way I break it down. Like I always say, I break it down Barney style, like we taught in the Marine Corps, because I don't want y'all to think that you can't do this. And it's not because you can't that you're thinking that, it's just because you've never done it before. Okay. And it's no different than learning how to ride a bike for the first time. Like, yeah, it's hard at first. You got to get your balance. You're going to fall and bust your knee, and you're going to maybe flip over the handlebars. But guess what? You're going to get back on the bike, and you're going to figure it out. And before you know it, you're just cruising, right? It's the same thing when you learn anything new in life. It doesn't matter how old you are. It's going to be a little bumpy, a little scary at first, and you might fall, but I'm there to catch you. I know how to do this like the back of my hand. Okay? So like literally anytime you think that you're stuck, just literally raise your hand in the community, send me a DM, a direct message. She said she's no store, only sold at events so far. Well, you know what, Jennifer, you'd probably be right along with Shelly and a few other students of mine, because they were in the same boat. Like they didn't have a store. They would do the events, and I just got through talking to one of them today, Shelly. Actually, she was at another event, and this is the second event that she did since she joined the program. I don't know why she keeps doing them. She's hopeful. I know she is, and God bless her, but every time she goes to one, she tells me how heartbroken she is about it, because it's just not working. And I'm like, I'm so sorry to hear that. I really am. But if you just finish your funnel and stop going to events, then you would get where you don't have to go to events anymore, sweetheart. You know what I mean? Like, so if you can make candles with your hands, then you can make a funnel with your mouse. Like I said, it's copy and paste. I give you my template that's made, I don't even know how much money. It's over six figures. You just have to plug in your pictures, your product name, your business information, and follow along the steps. And like I said, it just takes a little time commitment on your part. But if you're serious, I mean, it'll make you a lot of money. It's totally worth it. Okay. And nobody else is going to give you a template or an actual funnel that's made them over six figures. So that alone is worth the price of the program, to be honest with you. Not to mention you're getting the coaching and the how-to step by step and the community and all that other bonus stuff. But yeah, I mean, I can show y'all inside. All right, so y'all see my screen now. I can see that you do. So this is the program. Like I said, I showed you a screenshot earlier on the actual slideshow, but this is it. Okay. So like I said, there's the 3 phases. These are the money makers. Okay. If you don't have a candle yet, you're going to start here. Once you have your candles made and you're happy and you're satisfied with them, you're going to move into phase number 1. And we're just going to make you a candle box. Okay. Literally monthly candle box. It doesn't have to be, complicated. It's really not. Like, take a few of your products and make a candle box into it, and then just name it something unique to your business. It's really that simple. And then get a price attached to it. Okay. And then once you move into the funnel, then that's when you just copy my template, and then you start dragging your pictures and your products and all that kind of good stuff in there and plugging it in, getting it ready to go. And then phase 3, we go into, like I said, marketing. So I show you how to set up your ad account, how to set up your pixel, how to set up your tracking, how to make creatives. I tell you everything. Like I said, how to set up your first ad, how to know if your ad's working with tracking, how to scale, how to multiply. And then I go into like something else that most people don't talk to. Most people don't teach. Okay, I've noticed this too. So what most people don't realize is that if you have one product that's working, you can turn that into 4 different income sources. Okay. So I'm a fan, just like Jesus, of multiplication. Okay. They always say God was a God of multiplication, and I'm a fan of multiplication. So if I have one product that I can sell for one price, and then I turn around and I sell the same exact product, don't have to make any extra product, and I can sell it for 3 other prices. So now we have 4 price points for one product, and I don't got to do any extra work, but I make more money. I'm a fan. Okay. So I teach y'all how to do those kind of strategies inside this program. And again, I also show you, other stuff. Like I said, we're not just a candle company. We are a farmhouse and candle company. We do other things. So we do merch, we do home decor, we do digital products, we do, a bunch of other stuff, and I have multiple different subscriptions. So I'm never going to lie and say like I make all of my money with candles. I don't. You know why? Because I don't want to be in the kitchen all the time, right? So I make other things, and some things I outsource. And I'm going to teach y'all how to do that too. So if you want to make just candles, you can just make candles. But if you want to make other things and maybe outsource some of it, print on demand, or you want to do drop shipping or whatever, building an e-commerce store, I can show you all that because I've done all that. Okay. And then you get bonuses as well. I'm actually going to update this shirt. You get a t-shirt and a coffee mug combo, but I'm going to update that. It used to say Rustic Candle Maker or Candleholic, but I'm going to change it to Candle Bosses because I like that. Our Candle Boss community is awesome. The ladies are awesome. There's actually one man in there. And I'm going to change that t-shirt to Candle Bosses. But what I was getting at is because I want you to use me as your guinea pig, your example. Okay. So I've already proven the path, and I show you my examples. Like, I'm an open book. You can literally just go and see what we're doing. And then these are our different candle subscriptions. We actually have 4. So we have the rustic candle box, the rustic mason box, the rustic tart box, and we also have a monthly tart bar. But then we also have other subscriptions. We have our catalog club. We have our sticker club. We have our t-shirt club. Okay, so there's multiple ways to skin a cat. There's multiple different subscriptions that you can set up in your business to create that snowball of monthly reoccurring revenue. And once you have one subscription set up, you can charge 4 different prices for it, and it's a beautiful thing, and you don't got to make any extra product. It's just crazy. And like I said, I've never heard another coach teach that. That was something I had to learn on my own. But it's something we teach in here. Okay. So yeah, like I said, that's inside look. Like I said, you get the community, you get the calls every single week. And then we're going to do prizes too. Like once people start actually launching their ads, we're going to be doing awards. I'm excited about that. So I'm probably going to redesign that too. I want to make it better, but we're going to do awards as well. So like I said, I'm here to push you and help you any way I can, to make sure that you got all you need. Because again, if you don't make money, then you're either not doing it, what I'm showing you how to do, or That's it. I mean, honestly, that's the only thing that can happen. You're literally like, I guarantee it 100%. I'm giving you something that works. I've proven it works. I've spent over $500,000 on my own ads, and I'm not able to do that because I had $500,000 laying around. I was able to do that because I was learning as I earned, right? So every single time I made money, I reinvested in it. I reinvested in it. I grew it and grew it and grew it and grew it until I look back and I'm like, holy crap, we spent a lot of money on ads the last few years. We need to slow down. But if you're making money, I mean, you got no budget, right? So it's a beautiful thing. And I'm giving you all those templates. So yeah, let me know if you got any questions. But that's the only way it won't work, is if you just don't do the work. And I'm, like I said, I'm willing to hold your hand the whole way, because I want to help other people. That's really what it boils down to. I didn't know that I was ever going to be a coach. Like I said, I'm introverted. I stayed off camera for years when I started my business. And then finally, like, if you go back to Rustic Territory Facebook, raffle videos, like probably 2019, I think we probably did our first raffle video. You'll just see my hands. Like, I did not want to get on camera forever. I was super self-conscious, the whole 9 yards. But if I can teach myself how to do all this stuff, and then you don't have to pay what I learned, what I had to pay to learn most of it. I mean, like I said, you can get started for most likely zero down today, and $69 a month. So, I mean, you can start making money before that first bill rolls in if you take action. Yeah, let me put that link in the chat for y'all, one more time. I'm gonna do a last call, and then another last call for questions. But yeah, Jennifer, I'm willing to help you any way that I can. As long as you're willing to do the work, I'll show you exactly what to do and how to do it. Everything's done, recorded, ready to go, and then I'm in there and we do the live coaching calls on the weekend, or the Wednesdays right now. We tried them on the weekends for a little while to see if it would pick up on attendance, but it didn't really change. So I moved it back to Wednesdays. And then if you ever miss a call because you're busy or whatever, they're all recorded, so they're put in there for you as well. Actually, I have a document as well I can give you. I don't know why my thing's not working, but basically it's a summary. So it'll summarize everything that you get, and give you the link to actually get your spot logged in. Okay, so now be sure you click the link in the chat below to join now, because as soon as this call's over, so will your chance to lock in that $1,000 discount. Okay, so like I said, if you're on the fence, jump off. I mean, there's no better time than right now. They say the best time to plant a tree was 50 years ago. The second best time is right now. So there's no better time to start your candle business or to grow your candle business than right now. Okay, so I believe that I've answered everybody's questions. Now, like I said, if you want to lock in that $1,000 discount or that last founding member spot, make sure you do so. I look forward to working with you and building your candle business empire. Again, make sure you grab your freebie below, and I'll see you on the inside. Remember, it's not just all about what you get. I'm going to be showing you how to build a real business with real profits that you and your family can rely on. Not just to pay for supplies, but to pay the bills. Most importantly, your paycheck. So like I said, what are you waiting for? That proof is in the pudding. Join us today. Lock in your spot. Lock in this last founding member spot today. Grab that $1,000 discount. Grab your freebie below. And I look forward to serving you at the highest level on the inside. Y'all have a great day. Thank you. Bye. The $1,000 discount is disappearing soon. We have financing available and only one spot left at this price. Click the link below to join now.